Brooke. I'm going to be your tour guide across the Harambe Wildlife Reserve for the next 2 weeks.
You guys are funny.
You guys ready for a safari?
Yeah!
Yes! You ready to see lots of animals?
Yeah!
Alright, look above your heads. Right there, lots of animals. I didn't specify whether those are illustrations of animals, but they're still animals. Hopefully we're going to get to see the live versions of most of those when we go on into the reserve. You're more than welcome to take as many pictures as you like. I just ask no external lighting, and everyone please keep their arms and hands inside the vehicle at all times. We're passing some bushes that have really long thorns, and I don't want anybody to get hurt. Also, lap sitting is all right for little ones. I just ask that we're lap sitting and not lap standing and not holding anybody up in the air. It's very bumpy out here, lots of natural terrain, and I don't want anybody to get hurt. All right, now the first area we're gonna come through is called the Little Ituri Forest. The Little Ituri Forest has got lots of dense vegetation for the animals to hide themselves in, which they're very good at. Lots of camouflage going on out here. One animal I do see, it's over on the right-hand side. It's a very small animal. It's by a tree. It's called a yellowback diker. You can see it's got that little yellow stripe across its back. Diker means diver, so they dive into the bushes when they get scared. So that's what it's named for. They're pretty cute. You almost never see yellowback dikers, so that's a pretty cool one to see right now. We want to be looking behind bamboo and bushes, you guys, because the animals are very good at hiding, like I said. If you look to the left, way back there, it kind of looks like a rock, but that is a black rhino, you guys. Can you see it? Look back there. You see the horn? You see its ears sticking out? That's a black rhino. Yep, you see its ears wiggling? There are less than 5,000 black rhinos left in the entire world. And that is because of poaching. Rhinos are poached for their horns, and then their horns are sold illegally on the black market because unfortunately in some cultures, they believe that rhino horn has medicinal properties, that it's gonna cure all their illnesses and make them healthy, but that's just not true. Rhino horn is made of keratin. That is the same thing that our hair and fingernails are made out of. So consuming rhino horn is absolutely no medicinal properties. Over to the left, I do see some bongo hiding behind the bamboo. Bongos are known as the ghosts of the forest because they're very quiet, they're very good at hiding. They've got great camouflage. There's another one just over there on the other side of the water. Yeah, see, you don't even see them. And they're not even trying that hard right now. And they got those horns that curve backwards. That way when they go between bamboo and bushes and stuff to hide from predators, they don't get stuck, because if their horns were sticking straight up, they would get stuck much more easily. Now we are coming down by the Safi River. The Safi River is usually a good place to see some aquatically inclined animals. There's some hippopotamuses over on the right. They're kind of hard to see. Make sure we're sitting down. Please sit down. They're a little hard to see, but there's more river, guys, so there's more opportunities to see hippos, okay?
They're in the water.
Yep, see, look, I see one hippo over here. I do see a few more up ahead, though. See, they're underwater. It kind of looks like a rock. They can hold their breath for up to 8 minutes. They're very good at holding their breath underwater. We see some more up here, just popping their heads out. These big white birds on this island, they're called pink-backed pelicans. And that's because they turn pink during mating season. See, look at that, you guys. Hippo. I hear a lot of awes. They are quite cute to look at, but they are one of the largest and most dangerous animals in Africa. You do not want to go swimming with hippos. They are extremely territorial. They're vegetarians, but they're not afraid to attack living things if they go in their space. They spend most of their time in the water, but they do go up on land to eat. They eat land grass and leaves and low-bearing fruit. And if you look over to the left, you're going to see some Nile crocodiles. Make sure that please sitting down, lap sitting, please. Sir, can you please put her down on your lap? All the way down, please. Thank you. Nile crocodiles are very big. They can grow to be between about 16 and 20 feet long. And their jaws are very powerful. Their jaws can crush the bones of whatever it is they're eating. So they don't have to worry about taking little bites like we do. They just go for the whole thing. And luckily they only eat about once a week during the warmer months. And during the cooler months, they only eat about once every 3 months. They have a very slow digestive system. It has a lot to do with the temperature. And we're coming out of the forest and towards the savanna. One tree I do want to mention, it's called the baobab tree. It is this very large tree on the right-hand side. It's also known as the upside-down tree because it looks like it's upside down. But those are the branches, not the roots. The branches of the baobab tree are leafless for about 9 months out of the year. They usually get their leaves during the rainy season. And they keep a backup supply of water in that big trunk year-round, so if there's very little rain and not enough water for the animals to drink on the savanna, they will go to the baobab tree as a water source. They can dig down to the roots and chew on the roots to get water out of it that way.
I'm like, man, that's crazy.
Maybe they can revive it.
As you can see, the savanna's got a lot more wide open spaces.
Yeah, I guess just trying that.
The animals still like to hide out here though. I do see some small animals. They're tan and white. They're way over on the right-hand side. One's standing up. Those are called Springbok. Springbok are named because they are very springy. They can jump about 6 feet straight up into the air from a standing position. They can also jump about 13 feet forward. And they'll do that if they get scared or threatened by a predator. It's called pronking, and they'll do it repeatedly. They'll pronk up. They're kind of like the tigers of the savanna. There's lots of tall grass out here. And animals like to hide from the sun just as much as we do, everybody. So make sure you're looking in shady places, under trees and bushes and stuff. Way over there, we're gonna get closer to it in a little bit, but there's a baby giraffe over there, you guys. It's very small, it's kind of standing in between all the trees, so it's a little hard to see right now. If you look over to the left, you may be able to see some African wild dogs. They're laying down on the ground. I'm gonna come over here where the bushes are a bit shorter, so you can look over your left-hand shoulder if you like to see them. But I know everybody just wants to take a look at this baby giraffe because it is so cute. African wild dogs are also known as painted dogs because they've got beautiful coats. And baby giraffes are born between about 5 and 6 feet tall. So they start right around where we end. So this baby giraffe is taller than most of us right now. Even though it doesn't look it because we're so high up in this truck. Isn't it cute?
Aww.
So cute. And over to the left, you can see some sable antelope in the grass. Sable antelope are the symbol of the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. They're on our logo. Those horns don't just make for a good profile shot, they also make for great protection. They curve across their back, so if a predator tries to jump on them from behind, they can rear their head back and knock whoever it is that's biting them off. And there's all these skinny volcano-looking things. These are termite mounds. Termites make these out of dirt, saliva, and dung, of which there is plenty thanks to the animals. And they're not, I know they look a lot like anthills, but you can't just knock them over like anthills at home. They're hard as concrete once they're dry, so elephants like to use them as scratching posts. Yep, there's another giraffe up ahead. There's a lot of giraffes. They're weird. They're kind of weird looking, like tall horses. I don't know how to say the Latin term for giraffe, but I know translated into English, it means camel wearing a leopard coat. Which is pretty accurate. They kind of do have a camel-like face. And all these giraffes that we're seeing, these are Masai giraffes. There's different breeds of giraffe, just like there's different breeds of dogs. Masai giraffe, their spots are a bit more rough around the edges. It kind of looks like a crown for giraffe, but I know translated into English, it means camel wearing a leopard coat. Which is pretty accurate. They kind of do have a camel-like face. And all these giraffes that we're seeing, these are Masai giraffes. There's different breeds of giraffe, just like there's different breeds of dogs. Masai giraffes, their spots are a bit more rough around the edges. It kind of looks like a cracked eggshell or a leafy type pattern. And giraffes are expert eaters. They eat for about 20 hours a day, so that's what that one's doing right now. They're very good at it. And that's why their tongues are colored a purplish black color. It's to help prevent sunburn. So their tongues are sticking out all day long in the sun. Another giraffe right there. And if you look past this giraffe, over by these bushes in the tall grass, those are white-bearded wildebeest on the ground, those big gray animals. White-bearded wildebeest can travel or can migrate in groups of over 1 million in the wild. It's a lot of white-bearded wildebeest. And you can see this cow way back over here. It's called an Ankole cattle. They have very big horns. There's some more hiding in the shade with these giraffes over here. You can see their horns poking out. Ankole cattle are the only domesticated animals in the reserve. And their horns look very heavy because they're about 3 to 4 feet long. They're very big, but they're hollow on the inside, so they don't weigh much of anything at all. And the Ankole cattle can use their horns to help lower their body temperature. So if they get overheated, they'll send some of the blood from their bodies into their horns to cool down, and then the blood goes back in their bodies, and their whole body temperature gets lowered. It's a pretty neat system. I wish I had it. You can see them right over there, guys. Up so you can take a picture of them. They're pretty neat looking. We do see some knockdown trees over here. Good thing it didn't fall on the road. I know elephants like to knock down trees. They knock down trees so that there can be more sunlight. There's more sunlight, there's more grass. More grass, more food. And elephants eat a lot of food. They eat about 400 pounds of food a day, depending on the elephant. Let me know if you see one, you guys. Oh, guys, if you look over to the left in the trees, you can see a Mandrill Monkey laying on, it's on the ground right there. It's sitting up in the middle of the trees. Mandrills are the largest species of monkey. Can you see it? Yeah, see the monkey? The males can grow to be about 100 pounds and the females grow to be about 30 pounds. So the males are over 3 times as big as the females. And if you look over to the right, you guys, I do see an elephant way over there. It's the butt of an elephant, but it is very big. You're right. Here, hold on. I'm going to come around this way. Maybe we can get a little bit closer. Look, this road is closed. That's not good. Yeah, you can still see it. I'm going to see it flapping its ears. You guys, I'm going to go by really slow so everybody gets a peek at it. When they flap their ears like that, that's to help cool down. Just like the Ankole cattle, they got a great system for cooling down. They have blood vessels on the backs of their ears. And so when they flap like that, it helps lower their whole body temperature. Now that road is closed, so we're going to have to go around this way. Now, I don't like this bridge. I go across it like a dozen times a day, so it's fine. It's perfectly safe. It just makes a lot of noise, so just think about whatever makes you happy. I'm going to think about ice cream, because I just don't like the noise that it makes. Okay. Good sound. Whoa. Whoa. Oh my gosh, lean right, ice cream, right, ice cream. Are you guys okay? Yeah, you're okay? Oh my gosh. I'm not okay. Oh, okay, ice cream's good. I'll get some ice cream after this. There's some really good ice cream in the village. Alrighty, now over to the right, you're going to see some tusk marks in this red clay. And red clay is pretty interesting because elephants like to eat red clay. Let's go over to the left, you guys. I see a baby elephant over there. Kind of hard to see. Hold on. Baby elephants are so cute. It's such a shame they take about 22 months to make. Yeah, that's a long pregnancy. Almost 2 years. You can see it. I'm going to go by real slow. Kind of hard to see because of the bushes. They are very big and there's a lot of them. So this is the herd. The herd is mostly females and the younger elephants, the babies. They are a matriarchy, so that means the ladies are in charge. Can I get a whoop whoop? Thank you, ladies. And gentlemen that did it also. Thank you, sir. You're a gentleman. You can see more elephants over here, you guys. Flapping their ears. And you can kind of see how they have dirt on their backs. They do that on purpose. It's called dirt bathing. They take up the dirt in their trunks and they throw it onto their backs. That's to help prevent sunburn because they have very sensitive skin. So it's kind of like putting on sunblock. Unfortunately, sunblock isn't widely available on the savannah. Really weird, huh? I tried the dirt thing once, but people looked at me funny, so I had to go back to sunblock. We're gonna go through some water. Hold on. Going slow. There's an elephant over to the left, you guys. When we go past, you can see it. See? Both male and female elephants have tusks, so the best way to tell the difference between male and female is whether they're together or if they're alone, because the males tend to be pretty solitary after adolescence. Yep, those are flamingos over to the left. Good eye. Flamingos, these are the greater flamingos. They are the lightest pink of the flamingo species, and they get that pink color from eating brine shrimp in the water. They have to eat a lot of brine shrimp to get pink like that. It takes about 2 years for them to get pink. I know, they start off as little gray puffballs and then they slowly work their way up to getting longer and pinker. And a group of flamingos all together is called a flamboyance, which is pretty accurate. Flamboyance of flamingos. The elephants are beautiful. I love elephants. Unfortunately, an average of 96 elephants is killed every single day, everybody. That's way too many. I know, right? I saw all your faces drop. That's way too many elephants. And that is for poaching. They're poached for the ivory. Oh, there's a zebra way over there. We're going to go over that area in a little bit, though, so see it a little bit closer. They're also hunted for bushmeat, trophy hunting, and also they can be quite the nuisance. Sometimes they trample farmland. They trample their crops on farmland in Africa, so that farmers don't like that, understandably, so they deal with the elephants the only way they know how, which isn't a very nice way, unfortunately. Someone who's pretty big, not quite as big as the elephants though, are some rhinos. There are white rhinos over there. Make sure you're sitting down, okay, hon? Thank you. I know, they're really big. Those are between about 3,000 and 5,000 pounds. And you may have noticed that they're not white, they're red right now because they were rolling around in that mud pit over there that we just went past. They roll around in mud, kind of like how elephants throw dirt on their backs. It's the same thing. They have very sensitive skin, but they don't have trunks to throw dirt, so they roll around like big puppies in the mud. And that also helps protect them from bug bites, and it helps keep them cool. If you look to the left, you guys, I'm going to go by real slow so everyone can see, because I know there's a bush. There is a cheetah right there. Look way back. It's got the spots. The spots help it camouflage. You can see it's got its head up. Can you see it? I know it's really hard to see. It took me a while to start really seeing them too. I was like, where are the cheetahs? You really have to have a trained eye to see cheetahs like that when they're sitting down. Cheetahs are the fastest land animals. They can run up to 60 miles an hour. That's like your car going down the highway. This big rock formation on the left is called a kopie. You've probably seen a kopie before if you've seen Disney's The Lion King. There was a kopie in that movie called Pride Rock. Pride is a group of lions, so that makes sense, and it's made of rock. So there you go, Pride Rock. Now we may or may not get to see lions right now, you guys, because it's the middle of the day.
There's a lion right here.
There's a lion right there.
You see a lion? I can't see it. Hold on. You're gonna go around.
There's zebras.
If you guys can see it, awesome. I don't see a lion though. It may be at an angle that I can't see it.
He was on the other side. She ate the other side.
Oh, the face.
Oh, here comes.
Oh, okay. Coming up. Here we go. Now I see it. I'm gonna go over here so we can see a little bit better, you guys. That's a male lion. You can tell by his fancy hairdo. Yeah, right here. That is a male lion, you guys. Probably going into a cave to go to sleep. Like I said, we're really lucky we got to see it right before bedtime. Lions are inactive for about 20 hours a day. They're nocturnal, so they sleep during the day and they're awake at night. And that's when the females go out hunting together. Sometimes the males will go hunting, but their main job is to stay back and watch the pride, make sure everybody's taken care of.
One of those
Some
warthogs.
big burrows right here. Oh, yeah, there's a warthog coming down the hill over there on the left, you guys. Look behind you. You see it? That's a warthog with the tusks. Who said Pumbaa? Do you know what Pumbaa means in Swahili? It means foolish one. It's not a very nice name. I would say sorry to that warthog. He could be very smart. Maybe not. And these are zebras, you guys. Look over there. There's two zebras over there. And on the ground you can see some zebra eggs. No, I'm just kidding. Zebras don't lay eggs. Zebras are mammals, you guys. Those are ostrich eggs. I'm not sure where the ostriches are right now, but they're probably not too far away. They don't usually go too far from the nest. Zebras, there's no two zebras that look exactly alike. They're like snowflakes or like our fingerprints. All their stripes are unique. And a lot of people think that they're white with black stripes, but they're actually black with white stripes. Their noses are black, so that's their most dominant color. That's how you can tell. And those ostrich eggs, they're about 3 pounds each. They're very heavy. That's the equivalent of about 2 dozen chicken eggs. And ostriches are communal egg layers. So once a female lays her egg, the rest of the females will all lay their eggs in the same spot. And then all the male and female ostriches will take turns sitting on top of the nest. But like I said, they don't sit on them all the time. They don't really feel the need to protect them because they're very strong. They can withstand the weight of over 150 pounds. So they don't protect their eggs to the death like a lot of other birds do. Speaking of birds, I see a couple more birds over here. They're not as big as ostriches, but they're still pretty big. These are yellow-billed storks. Yellow-billed storks have a wingspan of about 7 to 9 feet, and I think they're pretty cool because they're carnivorous birds. They're meat eaters. And they will eat just about any living thing that will fit into their bills. They will eat frogs and fish, snakes, smaller birds. Yeah, they'll eat just about anything. If it fits its food. Luckily, we're bigger than yellow-billed storks, so we don't have to worry about it. Alrighty, you guys, now we are coming towards the end of our 2-week safari. That went by really fast. It felt more like 20 minutes, but we got to see a lot of great animals. We saw a baby giraffe. How cute was that? We saw a bunch of elephants, and we saw a lion going to bed. So that was neat. Get to tell everybody you saw a lion in the middle of the day. That doesn't happen very often, you guys. You got lucky. And if we want to keep seeing all these animals, we have to make sure that we take care of them and take care of their environment. Most of the animals that you saw today are on the endangered species list. A lot of these animals could disappear if we don't take care of them. That's why we have reserves like this one. And you can help out by, recycling. Recycling can help your environment at home, so your local animals are happy. And also, it's nice to not see trash everywhere. They have a lot of river and beach cleanups in your area. You can always ask to see how you can help out with that. That's always nice. And if you want to just donate so other people have the funds to do these things, you can donate to conservation funds. Disney has one. And Disney will match your donation dollar for dollar. And you can donate at any merchandise location in Animal Kingdom. I did it buying ice cream once. And they'll give you a cool button too. It says that you donated. And we're back in Harambe. And in Harambe, we don't like to say goodbye. We say Kwaherini. Kwaherini means to go well. So go well today, go wild. Once again, my name is Brooke, and have a great day, everybody. Kwaherini.
All right, guys, watch your right-hand side. Sliding open.
Kwaherini, everybody. Have a great day.